it is Saturday morning and I am continuing to clean my cubby space. As I said, it does sometimes take me a while. Sometimes I do get distracted. When I give it a good clean as well, I can also review the bits and pieces I have. At least twice a year, I usually actually take everything down off the shelves up there, my boxes. Sometimes it's more frequent, and just actually go through the boxes. As you know from my tour, I have all my boxes up there, all labelled with different bits and pieces in. And I wipe all the shelves down, again go through the boxes, see what I've got. And at least once a week I will come in and I will wipe my desk down, this shelf. So everything normally goes back in its place, so that's not too bad. And I say I have these all remain the same. But I do have this pile of crafting bits that needs to be put away. It's a mixture of a couple of visits to the works. There's also a few little bits and pieces from Norfolk when I was on holiday, and also the remaining bits to put away that I had from Happy on a Budget in a nice little parcel I had. So I do not like things building up. Some of these bits and pieces I did take away when we was in the caravan. So that's my idea, and that's what I want to finish today. So I will probably take you along with me. I may be pausing the video and just showing you what I've accomplished, because I find sometimes I can concentrate better. I do love the little picture I did the other day. That's there, and I have got my straws. I've just put them in one of my coffee mugs. I get distracted by shiny things at the moment. I just think they're so pretty. And I've also got the piece of craft in there that Happy on a Budget made for me. But that is my goal at the moment, is to place all these things away. And I've also gonna store my wrapping paper away at the moment. I'm pausing on that project of my tea party. That is going to go ahead. I still haven't organised the date. And I've got my craft bag to go through. It's going to be a bit of a tight squeeze to get another couple of visits with our caravan away. We're hoping to do that. That's only because we've got quite a few family commitments coming up at the weekends. And underneath there is my pink box where I keep my papers. That's all the different coloured cards and papers. And then this is the one, as I've shown you before, has all the bigger pads in and papers, and my little scrap lock bag there with all of its pieces, so I don't dump pieces. And I also keep pieces of the packaging and card if I need them. I have actually done an organisation on my papers, and this actually works for me. I do not have a lot of room in my cubby, but at the present, as I said, it does work. It is fairly early. Our alarm did go off at 5 o'clock this morning. Hubby's working today. It might only be till 12 o'clock, I believe. So 5 o'clock alarm this morning, a bit earlier than what it normally goes off. And so he's already at work. My son works Saturdays. It's just about, I think, 7:20 now in the morning, and he's left for work. So yes, little old me is on my own, which I don't mind. It'll give me a chance to get my cubby done. And another thing, I know people said, oh, you are organised. Most of the time I like to think so, but I did have quite a few craft projects on the go, and I've got my little bit tray there, just at the back there, and I want to have a go at sorting out that, and I need to box up. So I've got my flannel reindeers there. I've just ordered and got some more soaps. I've got the flannels, I've got all the bits and pieces now to continue to make those. Again, that's something that I do in the evenings. And my paper pads, I want to bring forward or sectionize my Christmas ones, because that's what I'm leaning to at the moment. And I think that's about it. Oh, I have pointed this out before, I think. I do like this candle. I've had it a while now. I got it from Primark, and it smells absolutely gorgeous. I don't light it in here. I will stipulate that. I do not light it here. I leave the lid on because it's got quite a strong smell, and you can smell it as soon as you come into the space. But because it's pink and it's got the gold in, I like it on show. But when I light it, I usually take it into the lounge. So, girly candle. I have not seen another one like that. I've had it about a year, I think. And I've got a couple of boxes down there that I've sorted out. And that one, I think I'm going to start putting my reindeer flannels in. And I've just had my felt box out, which is that one just round there that I need to put back on the shelf, because that had all my felt in. Okay, it's about 8:30 now, and I'm just going to give you an update what I've done. I will just wheel back. I am actually sitting down, which is quite comfortable at the moment in my chair. So I have actually cleared the desk up. I've put the whole pile of crafting pieces away. Found homes for everything. And I've actually dusted and cleaned my whole desk and the shelves. And I've also checked what Christmas pads I've got, and I haven't got distracted. I thought, no, I'm not going to do any card making, because the idea is to get this sorted out, because I can always do crafting later. Hubby's just messaged me that he will be a bit later than what was expected, so that's okay. He's just letting me know because of the lunchtime meal. Right, here, as I said, these were all the same like I've done. The only thing is, I had these two small ones that I've got recently from the works, which are very sweet. But what I've done is I've found a couple of Christmas ones. I've only got two in this size, which is the 15 by 15, so it should be the same. I say I've got this one that I've hauled, and this one a while back I hauled. So I have got the two, but in that section I've also included this gold one, because I think some of the designs, except for the pineapple, because I think that's more summery, I could probably use some of that as backing. And then I've got the brown paper type ones with different designs in that probably I could use as backing as well for any projects. So that is my Christmas ones, and I brought those forward. So that's something I want to do. As I said, I've cleaned all my shelves off. I've had everything off and dusted and cleaned. I've done the same here, except those are the two pillar box pads you can get. And I've also found that I have got here, squeeze that out, 3 ones. This one I've had it actually quite a few years, free with Cross Beautiful, so I got it with a magazine, but I've still got some pieces still in there that can be used. And then these two, I presume Poundland by the looks of it, these 2 paper packs, so I've got these. So I'm glad about that. So that bit is done. I'll put those back in a minute. So it's gave me a bit more room because I've actually pushed the little stand away a bit. So that's all the pads. I've dusted this part of all the desk, and I got these in some friend mail, and I've just put them in a tot that I had paste in actually, but I've kept the lids. I've got a few of these, and my idea is when we next do some spraying, which might be sometime this weekend, I might get the lids sprayed because I can have little tots, and they, if I want to, when I've probably decluttered my shelf, I might put them at the shelf here. I do like my old tot. Some things I'll have out because they're pleasantly nice to look at. Other things I try and keep there what I'm actually using. I've put my new planner that was given as a gift, I've put that behind there, so I haven't got to buy a planner for next year. As I said about my straws, now a few of these I'm going to have a go at those pinwheels, so that's why I've kept those out. And I said I always have a bit tray when I'm doing crafting. This one I only paid 20p from the car boot. I've put this one out because it's silver, it's a leaf, it's a little bit like autumn I think, and when I put my silver skull and pineapple out for Halloween, I think that would be nice. And of course you've seen my picture and my planner because I've just been going through that at the moment. Now I haven't quite finished this segment here, but I've put my candle back there because I say with the lid off it's got a lovely scent. I've got some embellishments here that I've got to file away in my embellishment box. The cake cases was part of a parcel, again for the pinwheels, and I want to do something with these large paper clips, so they're there, and I'm always using the dog clips and these, which I just think are pleasingly to look at. And I think that's it for the moment, so I'm quite happy with that. And yes, I always keep this, and that goes in one of the white tots at the side of me. So I will come back when I've progressed a bit further. I've just moved my planner and the little picture I had there because I thought I'd just share what's in these little drawers. Now I did actually cover them. These are the clear plastic drawers. One set I got from Primark, another set I got from Amazon. And so this first one, I've got some stickers in. I've used these a lot. I know they're reward stickers. They were reduced down to 50p in Hobbycross, so I've got quite a few because they've got a house on, and I use these quite a lot in my planner. And sometimes I've even known to, in my planner, especially if I've had a good day, I've put a sticker on, you know, just put in a positive quote on or something, or saying good day or anything. I try and find something good in each day. And this one has an assortment of different bits and pieces, mostly sharpeners. That's a highlighter. I keep my letters to my light up box that I've got in the lounge. I've just put them in a clear plastic container. So that's all the sharpeners and everything. In this one it's all the erasers. I've got a few different ones. Again, I do use them. I think one of the only ones that I kind of don't use is probably the little owls and the little donut, but I usually get a lot of these out when my friends grandkids come. This one has my positive quotes and everything that I put up here on my board, or I have sent out 2 pocket letters now, so I use those in there. And a lot of these, like this one, I've used a lot. Make Everyday Count. I've got another one up on my board. They came on a sheet from Hobbycraft. Now this is my notelets. Now I have said I use notelets a lot, an awful lot. And this is mostly I believe my owl collection. I believe a lot of these came from the works. I've got a pack here, this back here. I got from Tesco's, I believe. So as I say, I do use them, and I do sometimes stick them in or on family members' lunchboxes, especially if there's something I need them to do or to remember. That's my owl ones. Here, I love this. This again is from the works sticky notes book, and it's got all the different little owls. And again, if I wanted to, I can stick these on bits and pieces, or I can use them in my planner, like these little ones here. I can use them on my planner. And I like that one with the owl on, the word owl. So that's my owl booklet I got from the works. This one has all the plain odd ones, and I use these, let me turn that around, you might be able to see them. I use these a lot on organising projects. So there's different colours in there, so it may be certain items that I need to query, like keep it, dump it, recycle, things like that, whether it's going to the charity shop. And sometimes I have like if I was doing a project upstairs on the landing, and I would put these on certain items. I do use boxes also for organising, but I said if it's the odd piece that I'm not sure about and it belongs to somebody else in the family, I like to query before I do anything with it. I got these were from Flying Tigers. It was on a big card sheet. That was part of that was the piece that was in my pile to be sorted. So I took everything off the card and put them in the different places. So it had it had bits to do with the planner, which I've put in my planner now. And I got these in a parcel. So, and I also got these as well in a parcel. The only thing I've done is, because it was all together and I didn't want to destroy it totally because it's got some nice washi tape on, is what I've done is I've just cut it there so they would go in my little plastic drawer. These ones came from Amazon, and this one is another of the works. I'm not fat, I'm just fluffy, and it's got all panda bears in. When I have visitors, sometimes they love some of these notelets, and I must admit, I get through a lot. I say they're nice to put in your planners. So I'll put all this back and just say, so that's there. And I've transferred all this project that was to do with making the reindeer flannels that I've shown. So everything is in one box, so I can just take the whole box out when I want to make the reindeer flannels. So it's got the flannels there, it's got the bags in here, glue dots in there, ribbons, bells, the different googly eyes down there, and elastic bands. So everything is in that box, so I just can pull out the box and get on with that project, which I will do in the evenings. As I said, I have 3 or 4 different things on the go, and I've said this before, I know it is best to try and complete a project before you move on to the next one. It's not always possible, because sometimes something just gets thrown at you and you need just to get on with it. But so that's a project I'm doing. in between I'm doing a few little bits for a relative as well that unfortunately I can't share at this time. That might be at a later date. So not everybody wants everything on film and shown. So the other thing I'm going to actually show you is, I'm not going to go into too much detail because I haven't actually shared this piece before, is my planner. I know I think I've shared the outside of my planner. It's Live Your Dreams. I do have this tassel. I did have little multicoloured bits coming off of that, but I've took it off. That came from Home Bargains. I just wanted pink. And I also got a unicorn keyring, which I got from Amazon. And I know it doesn't actually match. I got this D. It was actually reduced down to 10p from Hobbycraft. So this is the planner. It did come from Wilkinson's. I think it was about £4.50. And I've said this a number of times. This is the first time I actually got into planning. And thanks to a lovely YouTuber, Jessie, I've now got my planner for next year as well. As I say, it's just something that I've started getting into. Again, I can't show too much because it's got private information I don't want to share. But yeah, I've got owls everywhere. I've done some little bits of sticking. I just enjoy doing that. And I did get these a little while back from the range. So it's got some different little stickers. It said our country is definitely getting more into the planning, and it's nice that you haven't got to keep excuse me, you don't have to keep ordering things online. So it's got like bonfire night, and we've got Halloween sticker here. I didn't put all of these in, I must admit. Maybe I should go back, but I got this after I started my planner. So I've got Pancake Day. You can put in the shortest day of the year, the longest day of the year. I did use one of these, but I didn't use it on the last one. That's when we changed the clocks. And we've got a lot of different things here as well. Special times concert, memories, New Year's Day, Christmas Day, Boxing Day, Christmas Eve. So that's going to be nice to use all those. Now this book, I think, might have been £1.49. I'm sure it's something like that. It's by Dove Craft, and I have got the other one as well, which is very similar, slightly different colours. So it was just gave me that little bit of variation if I wanted to change the colour scheme. I've got a number of different stickers here, and a lot with owls, and I've got some from Amazon. So as I said, I am getting into it. I must admit, I'll put those back in a minute because I'm doing it one-handed. Now I don't really want to show too much, but I will say owls. I've had in February Hello Kitty. Hope you don't mind me doing this. And one of my favourite ones, I'm just going to turn around, is, I love these stickers. In March, I used these. I love Betty Boo, and as I said, I can't really go into too much detail because of what I've got written down. As I said, I have had butterflies, and I did have unicorns. I did unicorn page. So, and I do have a few more bits and pieces at the back here. This one was from Flying Tiger, and when Pound World was closing down, I did manage to get some of these and another sheet that's slightly different. So well, I'm trying to get more organised and get into more planning. And to tell you the truth, I've said this quite a few times, it's lovely when you can open your planner and you've got something nice to look at. And I do put 1 or 2 things down each day that I need to get done. And it is encouraging as well. I love to see things ticked off. But now I've learnt my lesson. I do not go over the top. I always have at least one thing that goes on a day that is a priority or must get done. Unfortunately, the one thing I wanted to get done today, I didn't actually get it written down on my planner, but it's raining, was maybe to spend at least an hour in the fresh air doing gardening. And then it's just poured down with rain, which you can't grumble because we've had such a nice week. Well, I think it has. We've had, to tell you the truth, a nice couple of weeks, and we've had quite a bit of sun, so at least I've got the lawns done. I was hoping to get the hedge done with a bit of help, maybe with family members, but I can see that's not going to get done now. So I'm going to keep going. I'm going to make myself a coffee, I think. I do have my Pepsi Max here. I love these. I think these came from B&M. The only thing is, I think it was because the water was probably too hot. This had poison on. We've had these a couple of years now with vampire juice or something on. So I still use them, and being it's October, I'm using it. But I think it's not going to be much longer, and the rest of this writing will come off. So I'm going to stop there because I want to get on, and I'll show you how I progress. Right, it's just gone 11 o'clock and I have just had everything off these shelves, and I've dusted and just checked well, I know approximately what's in each of the boxes, but it's still nice to have a bit of review. And I've stored my Grinch wrapping paper just there, so it is actually with all the birthday and just general wrapping paper, but at least I can reach it quite easily. And what I've done is I was trying to figure out where to put these two. This is what Jazzy gave me, and that's what I got from the works to make cards, Christmas cards and everything. So what I've done is I've put them in there, which has the Christmas folder, which has embellishments that haven't been started, or you know, like the Merry Christmas stickers and everything, so I know they're there. I've had everything off here, which is my 2 Sizzix machines, and dusted all that. Then these are the 2 boxes that are projects that are ongoing, and I've actually done all this. There's my accessories, and one of the other little jobs I've got to get done, hopefully later, is to sort my catch-up jewellery out and just get all that put away. All this is okay. I've gone through all my drawers, and they're pretty much stayed the same. There's not a problem. So I am going to try and finish it. I've got a few little bits to get done that I want to finish before hubby comes home from work. So I've finished cleaning my cubby, and I have hoovered up, which I'm quite happy. This is the next piece to be sorted. Now it does look a bit of a mess, but it is organised. This was my original vegetable rack until I bought that unit from the car boot. That's now in the kitchen. So basically it's quite nice because it's on wheels. I've got all my embellishments here, and I've actually completed all down there, which is the Advent bags. I've nearly finished my Christmas junk journal, and down the bottom there is my mobile craft bag that I take away with us, especially when we go in the caravan. I have now got my little mini heater out, ready for the winter, because where my cubby is, and obviously the back door where I am now, here you see, it can get a bit chilly, because that way where the dining room is, that has got radiators, and so has obviously the lounge, but this part does get quite cold, or it can do in the winter. That's one reason why I've got a blanket actually on my chair, because it just feels a bit warmer, and it just makes it nice and snug. But on this trolley is quite a lot of the projects that I'm sorting out, so I'm hoping as the next few months come along, a lot of that will start disappearing and get a bit more organised. I've got a few little picture frames that I want to do bits and pieces with, so again, watch this space. I've been watching Happy on a Budget. She's on a no spend, and go and watch some of her videos, because it's nice to watch and get ideas for bits and pieces where you can use what you already have. So I'm going to conclude this because hubby's home now and he's just getting in the bath. So that'll be my craft tidy up, organisation and cleaning video for today. Thank you.